Hello, hello. Sorry, I was getting some things ready. And also, hi Mel, glad to see you. I'll be very honest. I don't know how today's gonna turn out. I want to be optimistic and say that we're gonna get through all the Friendzone routes, but I'm not so sure. So we'll have to see. So about my little surprise, I need some more time to work on it because I'll tell you this much. It was supposed to be 2 videos that I wanted to post, and I just need more time in order to get them done. As you can see, like I don't know if you noticed, I've been posting shorts because I've been like playing around and seeing, I guess, what kind of content I can post more of. And I'm kind of stuck. Like I had 2 specific clips in mind for Twitch for my Pokemon Let's Go stream, and I've posted them. But if anyone has any ideas for like other clips, please let me know. Like I'm kind of stuck when it comes to like my YouTube content, because my YouTube content is very different, and I'm not sure what would be like, I guess, interesting enough to be as clips. Yeah, I hope I don't accidentally get a bad ending today too, but I do have a plan. We're gonna try it out in Vox's route first, because that's where we're gonna start, and then we'll just have to see. Otherwise, I hope you guys are having a good day so far. I've been kind of... Yeah. I don't know. I was thinking about not streaming today, but I enjoy streaming, so I'm hoping that playing this game will help perk up my mood a bit, but if I seem a bit lethargic, don't mind me. It's just been a meh day. Okay, let's get into it. Let me... should I load something? Cause... I'm thinking... No, I don't think I'm gonna load. I think we'll just start over. I didn't know there were automatic saves. That could have saved me so much. And I just realized that for people who watch my VODs, they don't know that I cannot hear the sound of the game. So even though like I turned on in my settings, I turned on the good point indicator. By the way, I'm going to enable it this time and see how it looks different. But this whole time people just thought that I was like purposely making bad choices, even though I legit can't hear anything. I forgot I turned this on. Maybe that's why. Alright, let's see. New game. Alright. No. Yeah, I'm the Friendzone routes, but I'm very curious what is considered the good option. And I thought of doing it blind, but I just want to see what the good point indicators look like, and then we'll see how it goes. I might turn them off if I find to make it more interesting. But I do want to see what it looks like, because this whole time, it just seems like I've been purposely making bad decisions. And no, I cannot hear. Yeah, I know. I haven't rewatched any of my VODs either. Alright. Interviewing. Oh, Friendzone. Let's... This is what we'll do for the Friendzone. We'll do a different name. Yes. Yeah. I'm feeling impish today, so we're gonna skip this. Alright, so we're going for the man who's devilishly attractive. A refined-looking man with dark hair contrasting his white suit. His eyes shone amongst the somber lights of the bar. They seemed to hold so much wisdom in them. And... Actually, I'm not sure. Let's see what Uki will tell us when it comes to... Oh, last time I think I asked about Vox. I think this time I'm gonna ask about Mista, because we picked Vox when we were on Mista's route. So now we'll pick Mista on Vox's route. Can you please tell me more about the writer of this note? He can be loud at times, but there are moments where he tends to be quiet. I can see that he has a gentle heart deep down. I'm just not sure if his smile is genuine or not. That's pretty much all I know about him. Do you need anything else, or are you ready to pick now? Alright. Oh, there is an option. Uki, can I know about the other ones? Sure, let's go listen to Vox's again. Sorry, Uki, can I know more about the other ones? Fine, how could I say no? How could I say no? Just don't take ages to pick, okay? Alright, let's find out about this one. I think this is Vox's. Well, he has the dreamiest looks and the hottest voice, but from what I observed, he seems to have his ducks in a row. He can most likely handle himself pretty well. Ooh. Interesting. Okay. We'll pick this one. And because we're doing the other routes anyways, we'll just look at the other ones later. Interesting choice, Aria. I'll get going now though. Got something to do later. Have fun. See you tomorrow, Uki. Thank you. Uki waves as he excuses himself from work for today. I look down to the note I chose, a smile curling on my lips. Doodle. It feels kind of weird saying a different name. Yeah, I figured we need something a little fresh. We've been doing this for a while now, so... So this is what a gathering is like. Now, this time, we went for Mista all 3 times in the dialogue, so this time we're gonna go for a Vox. I remember the tall man from the group. He didn't talk much, but he has this charismatic aura that makes me want to approach him. Fortunately, I can see him in the crowd, at the counter with a drink in his hand. Hey, fancy seeing you here, Aria, was it? Yes, that's me. You're, Crap, I still don't know his name. How rude of me. Terribly sorry. My name is Vox Akuma. I'm a friend and a business partner of Luca's. You might remember me from that time he called you over at the cabaret. Oh, it's nice to officially meet you, Mr. Akuma. No need for formalities, please. Call me Vox. Of course, Vox. The two of us share a few jokes together before I bid him goodbye due to being called by a coworker who wants to welcome me to the crew. Alright. Now that's the familiar one. Now we're gonna go to... number 2. I sigh, slightly exhausted as I move to the sides of the room, away from the spotlight. So many kind people were welcoming me earlier, but I need a break. To my surprise, a familiar face walks over to me, looking very concerned. Aria, are you alright? Oh, Vox! Yeah, I'm fine. Just needed to step away from the crowd for a bit. I understand. Would you like me to leave you be? What? No, you're fine. Vox, I wanted to talk to you and, I don't know, get to know you a little, if that's okay? Really? That's nice to hear. I like to get to know you as well. We end up talking for a little bit longer before I hear a phone ringing among the crowd of the noise. Based on Vox's reaction, I have a good feeling that it's his. I'm so sorry, I have to take this. It might be a while, but listen. If you ever need someone to talk to, or if you need help with something, I'll be around. Oh, thank you, Vox. I'm looking forward to getting to know you better. Same here. We wave to each other as Vox walks off, answering the call on his phone and muttering words I can't hear. That's very cute. That's very, very cute. That was a cute dialogue. The party is almost over now, and after all that, I think I have just enough time for one more conversation. But who? I wonder who. Well, what do we have here? I snap out of my thoughts, turning to my left to see Vox standing next to me, a smile gracing his lips. Vox, we seem to keep bumping into each other. I thought you were busy. It's alright, just some matters that needed my immediate attention. Well, I hope you didn't miss me too much. Cheeky, aren't you? Just a little. Very well then. I'm all yours for tonight. Why does it feel like you intentionally phrased it to be misleading? Wait, it's awfully late already. Why are you still here? Actually, I'm about to head home. I'm glad I got to see you before I left. Likewise. Please, let me walk you out. Oh, don't worry. We will hear Ike's continued conversation. No, it's alright. I wouldn't want to trouble you. It's no trouble for me at all. If you say so. Thank you, Vox. You're very sweet. Don't mention it. Ah, and before I forget, here. Vox holds out a business card showing his name along with his contact information. Is this your number? I meant it when I said I would be there if you needed someone to talk to. I just realized I didn't tweet. Give me 2 seconds. I forgot. I didn't even like post that I was doing the stream today. Oh my god, I was so focused on editing. Oopsie. My bad, my bad. Give me like 2 seconds. Okay, so it does not make it crash. I'm very glad to see that. Part of me was like, if I crash because I want to tweet, it's not worth it. Come watch me try to enter the friend zone. The final stretch. Final stretch. My bad, I was just like, wait! I hope you enjoyed that bit of ASMR. Well, I guess technically it's not ASMR, but the keyboard typing. Okay, there we go. My bad, my bad. This is gonna be a recurring thing, isn't it? Is it the Hikarino curse again? No, I think it was the Pokemon curse. Editing those, like, shorts, I had to cut through so many failed attempts of me throwing the Pokeball before I got to... I was learning, I tried, so here's the thing, when I was doing my shorts, I edited one on, I did one on Twitch and iMovie, which sounds weird to say, and the other one I did on DaVinci Resolve, so I was literally learning a bunch of new softwares and looking up things, so I probably just became scatterbrained. It's okay. Yeah, we're good, we're good. Oh, I did! I saw your comment! I do hope, thank you for your encouragement, Mel. I do hope I'll catch it someday. It would have been such a good catch, you know? It would have been such a good finish to that stream. That Clefable. I think it's like a rare encounter for that area too, because it's at the beginning of the game, but... Sag. Sag. Isn't Ike's... You just need better Pokeballs. Yeah, I definitely need a lot more raspberries. I'm gonna have to figure out where to get those. So many things about the game that I'm gonna have to remember. But it's okay, it'll all be on Twitch. And maybe it'll be on YouTube if I like get a chance to edit through my content. DaVinci Resolve is like a game changer compared to iMovie. I can actually do so many things with it. It makes me so happy. So we'll see. But yeah, don't worry about it. Well, don't worry. We're gonna see. I'm gonna see how many Friendzone routes we can get through today. And who knows, maybe we will get to Ikes. Okay, I gotta get back in character because I was just like, I just realized it. I meant it. I meant it when I said I would be there if you needed someone to talk to. And no pressure to use it, right? Do whatever you're comfortable with. I'll keep that in mind. Thanks again. Don't forget the offer to drink together. Don't forget the offer to drink together is still on the table. Wait, that means the note was from you? Of course. I'm no stranger to the occasional cracking of a cold one with my boys, or a bottle of wine, whichever you prefer. Either way, I'm glad that we had the opportunity to bond quite a bit. Shame that we keep getting cut off before this, but there are more opportunities in the future. Of course, we can make some time for a drinking session at the cabaret. Hold on. Of course, we can make some time for a drinking session at the cabaret during the weekend. Great then, I'll look forward to it. We both waved to each other, smiling at the thought of meeting again as we part ways. That was very sweet, and then now we're like, just kidding, a friend zone. Skip. Sorry, Luca. Okay, we are on Vox's route. Success! I've grown accustomed to working at this bar. The work isn't too overwhelming, and the patrons are polite enough. I've even started to remember a few of them, and they've started to recognize me. Don't worry, the good choice indicator's on. They're friendly though. At times they can be a bit... Aria, another round of shots over here! Right away. You're looking stunning as always. How about I treat you to a drink? I think I'll pass for today, sir, but thanks. Here are your shots. Shh, I'm so sorry. It's alright, let me clean that up for you. Be careful where you step. Rowdy. How are we gonna get friendzone? You'll see. Once we get to the options, I'll explain my plan. I go to the storeroom to grab a broom and come back to start cleaning up the mess. Despite the mundane nature of the task, it's hard not to take note of the nicely varnished floors. The entire bar is stunning. Well furnished with decor, soft lights giving the room a comfortable glow. It makes the job less stressful, and the thought of the late night shifts that would surely come feels less daunting as well. I snap out of my reverie as the tips of my coworkers' shoes come into view. Hey, I can get the rest of it. There's another table over there that needs serving. Oh, thank you. It's no problem. The night goes on. The bar continues to fill with the quiet chatter of its patrons and the gentle clinking of glassware. Truth be told, the work environment here exceeds my initial expectations. Luca's doing a really good job running this place. Come to think of it, Luca isn't at the bar today. I wonder if he has business elsewhere. I turn my attention back to the table in front of me, naming the orders and setting down the drinks. Here you are, 1 frozen strawberry margarita, 1 rum runner daiquiri, and a classic old-fashioned. Now, last time we did talk to the customers, this time we're gonna go back. If you excuse me. Hold on, could you take these away? Of course. I take the empty cups and plates from the table and bring them back to the kitchen. Then, from a distance I hear... Chicken wings! I'm sorry? For a brief moment, I wondered what was going on. However, I am too tired, too busy, and honestly kind of scared to find out. As I whisk away the empty glasses for cleaning, I notice a familiar figure walking into the bar out of the corner of my eye. I look up and confirm that it's... Vox? It takes me a moment to recognize him, for his usual calm composure has faded into complete dishevelment. The white suit he seems to favor is gone. Instead, he dons a rumpled red shirt that is partially unbuttoned at the top. Yeah, I was like, oh, Vox, God. His hair is tossed, faint dark circles ring under his eyes. Oh, I was gonna say, like... I was gonna make a comment, but if he's not feeling good, if he's like not having a good day, I shouldn't bring it up. I shouldn't bring it up. What the hell happened? As if drawn on a string, I feel myself being pulled towards him. I quickly set aside the empty glasses and turned head in his direction. Vox has now slumped over the counter with one hand threaded through his hair. Vox? Are you okay? You don't look... well... He looks up with clear surprise at being called, and his demeanor shifts. He straightens himself up. I'm alright, Aria. Well, at least you look lovely tonight. Makes me want to come here more often. Well, I wouldn't be opposed to the idea. Oh? Since another customer's always good for business. Ah, I see how it is. My ego has been wounded and I'm now bleeding out. How could you? Oh, just cope. Seriously though, you sure you're okay? Vox's grin fades and his gaze falls. Just business stuff. Nothing to trouble yourself over, Aria. Okay. I'm kinda nervous what Nucleo's gonna say, considering he's a mafia boss. I agree, but here's the thing. It depends on how we get on the friendzone route, I think. I think I have a plan for that, so we will see. But Lucas is probably gonna be the trickiest for me. So, yeah, I don't know how it's gonna turn out. I think the one I'm most comfortable with is... well, actually, no, that's a lie. I'm kind of scared to go back to Shu's route, because I feel like we'll just be guaranteed to bump into Hikaruno again. But, my plan is to do some bad options at the very beginning. And then after that, everything is good. And I think that should save us. It says there's a good point indicator. Good, did I... hold on. I put it, I did enable it. But I can't tell which one it is. I don't believe you. If you say so. You don't look alright, but I won't pry. How do I know which one is the good point one? That's a... what is that? An onomatopoeia way of saying another word. Bang bang. I don't think we'll get bang bang. We want to be friends. We want to get on the good side of Mafia Boss. Bang bang is bad. Okay, I don't believe you. I just choose and the sound effect will play. But I can't hear the sound effect. I turned off the sound effect. You see, I turned off the sound. I turned on the enable indicator. I wanted to know which one. Okay, I think last time I picked this one. I'm gonna say, if you say so. Oh, this is gonna... wait. Good luck. I couldn't hear the indicator, the sounds anyways. Okay, I'm gonna say... I said we're gonna start with a couple bad ones and then go good and see how that ends. If you say so... if you say so. Even as I say that, my worry still lingers as I examine him more closely. I catch smaller details that I have never even noticed before. Technically, I'm choosing this also for dialogue. Has he been taking care of himself? He wasn't like this a few days ago. What happened? Vox's eyes slide back and meet mine. Golden pink tones are reflected under the soft glow of the chandelier, and he smiles. Small but lovely. I'm quite alright, Aria. Nothing to worry your pretty little head about. I let out a humph and finally relent. Vox is a fully grown man. Surely he can take care of himself. Alright then. What would you like to drink? My personal recommendation would be the Brandy Alexander. It's a rich, fragrant drink, but it's also comforting. I'm just gonna do a couple bad choices. Nothing crazy. We want a friend and... sounds good. I'll have that then. I nod and pass the order to another coworker who is more experienced in mixing drinks. I turn back to Vox, who is about to speak before a shriek echoes in the club. So this is a bad choice, but I have to be right back. I just have to go check on something really quick. I will be right back. Okay. Hello, darkness. Did you get like the darkness achievement? I've always I heard I saw Perinko mention it's pretty traumatizing. Yeah, that was really fast, right? I really just had to check something. Alright. And no, I don't mean that I'm going to get the darkness ending. Do you know, for some reason, my Shoe Bad End VOD, it keeps... I don't know why people keep watching it. I don't think it's very interesting. Oh, you've watched someone play this. I see. Yeah, fair enough. Okay. Now let's continue. I don't blame you. I don't want to play... I wouldn't want to play the bad endings either. A customer has accidentally spilled drinks all over her dress. I give an apologetic smile. I have to take care of this. Please remember to take care of yourself. I quickly rush to the scene and help the customer. More and more accidents occur as the night goes on, and the entire staff is stretched thin to keep up with the demands. My legs are getting sore. Yeah, I think other people may have done bad ends, but for example, mine is labeled that it's a bad end, so it's probably what makes them curious. But I have so many people who just well, I don't want to go too much into it. I'm just surprised that it's getting as many views as it is, because I think that's my... I don't know. I guess everyone... I just don't find it entertaining. But fair enough. I had someone actually ask me to do more bad endings, and I'm like... I know! And he's like, that's not a title I want. Oh no, my Oshi. I even tried to redeem myself, and Hikaruno was like, you thought that would just erase everything? Traumatizing. Okay, continuing. After a few hours of continuous running and cleaning up, I lean against a nearby booth and sigh. Out of the corner of my eye, red and black hair garners my attention. I look up only to be greeted by the scene of Vox being... bridal carried? That was genuine surprise. I didn't even... What kind of plot twist in the dialogue was that? Breaking the fourth wall. I blink once, twice, thrice, and the scene still remains the same. A peculiar man hauls Vox out the front door. Looks like Vox drank a bit too much, huh? I arrive back home in the early hours of the morning after my shift has ended. Just as I'm about to wind down for bed, I hear my phone shake with a notification. I sit up and grab my phone from where it was charging beside me. The screen lights up with a blinding flare and I see written across it, "Hey, are you still awake?" "Yeah, what's up?" "Sorry, I know it's really late, but I figured you would still be up." "Can I call you? Would that be alright?" Of course we're gonna accept. This is not the bad choice I want to make. Oh, I saw it. Okay, so when we pick the good point, there is a red star here in the corner. I see. I thought it would tell me. I guess that you only find out if it's a good point after. Oh, shoes. In a few seconds between his last text and the first ring of my phone, I wonder what it is that has kept him up and whether it had been the same thing bothering him earlier that night. Incoming call. I pick pick up the phone. Hello? Hey. Vox? What's wrong? Are you okay? Sorry to bother you so late, or, well, early, I guess. He laughs a little nervously. His voice is deeper than what I was expecting, and I can't help but feel my heart lurch a little at the sound. But that feeling subsides as I notice the same trace of exhaustion is still present from before. I hold the phone a little closer to my ear. It's alright. Is something wrong? A small pause. Yeah, I guess so. I didn't know if I wanted to talk to you about it because it honestly feels a little silly, but... No, it's alright. You can talk to me. A silence hangs for a moment as he considers his words. There are a few talents that entered the company, and they're going through all the nerves and anxieties that come with it. I'm trying to offer as much support as I can, but it feels like I can't do much. I hear a sharp exhale from the other end of the line. And then there's people nitpicking over everything that they do, like vultures picking at new meat, and the kindred don't know how to handle that yet. It's just such a mess. Continue to listen. Wait, this might be a good time to interject. I want to get some of the bad choices out of the way earlier. Wait, that was the good option? Damn. Wait a minute, if we're friendzone again, are we gonna see roomy yeah, basically all the friendzone routes are gonna be roomy dating routes. So we're just gonna be dating roomy. That's what I should have wrote. Dating roomy chat. That should have been the title. I was like trying to be like the friendzone, friendship. I should have just been like dating the roommate. Oh, I'm gonna have to change the title. I have a new one. It's gonna be, and they were roommates. That's it. Okay. So apparently I picked the bad option last time we did this, so now I picked the good option. So this is quite enlightening. It's not your fault. You know that, right? There's only so much you can do to protect them. I know. Despite saying that, you can feel the hesitance in his voice. I know that, but it doesn't mean I can shake the feeling. I understand. It's my responsibility to lead. These people look up to me. I'm the figurehead, and... Vox... You really care for them, don't you? Of course I do. They're everything to me. I watch them grow, you know? Quite literally for some of them. You should have seen them, Aria. Even before the agency was formed, they never failed to surprise me with their skills and talents. It's truly inspiring to watch them grow. The smile and pride in his tone makes my heart melt. I bet they miss me. I can't wait to go home. Home? I don't usually stay in the city. We have dormitories for the talents and staff. It's a little ways away from here. We call it the Akuma Castle. I should bring you there sometime, if that's something you would like, that is. I'd love to go if you have me. I want to see the place you call home. Oh. Nothing. Just... Thank you, Aria. I'm about to say something when I get the sudden urge to yawn. Looks like someone's getting sleepy. Sorry for keeping you up, Aria. Good night, and thank you. It's okay. It was nice talking to you. Good night, Vox. No, okay. It's not gonna... Well... Yeah, it probably will be hard. That's why I don't know if I'll get to shoes today. I don't know if I want to, like, do the shoe friend zone route. We'll see. It's okay, we're here for the dialogue. Remember, there are like 2,000 plus combinations, so let's see how many we can get. I turn off my phone and lay back down on the bed. The exhaustion of the day finally hits me all at once and sinks deep into my bones. With the comfort of my own bed and the warmth of my blankets wrapped around me, there's nothing I could do to stave off sleep as it takes me in its embrace. Yeah, I know. I'm gonna see how many we get through. We might get through 2 today. I'm trying to be optimistic. My eyes slowly open as I find myself too comfortable in my bed to move. Sunshine pours through the window and onto my blankets, embracing me in all the more warmth. My eyes flutter shut and I drift back to sleep until... My hand paws at my nightstand until I find my cell phone. I yawn and read the caller ID. Speak and he shall appear. Oh, hello? Good morning, Aria. Rise and shine. Yeah, it is. We gotta wait. We gotta leave our favorites for last. Sorry if you're just waking up. No, it's fine. I just got out of bed. What's up? Okay, that was a little white lie. I'm sorry, but I just haven't been feeling well since last night. I'm just calling to let everyone know not to come into work today. No, Shu, you ate the cake, didn't you? Shu had more cake. Oh, that's too bad. I hope you feel better soon. Me too. Thanks, Aria, and though I don't think you should feel too bad about it. What makes you say that? I heard that a certain someone with a devilish demeanor would be wandering around town today. Maybe you should make good use of that free time. Wait, what? I'll see you tomorrow. Yeah. See you then. I disconnect the call on my end and let out a sigh of relief, then collapse back onto the mattress. I now have the entire day to myself. How should I start? So, okay. Last time we did start my morning routine. This time we're gonna go to back to sleep. Aha! I didn't pick the good one. I decided to spend this sacred day off the way the universe intended. By sleeping until ungodly hours in the afternoon, which is promptly followed by a 7-hour day of doing absolutely nothing. It's because Shu is so nice that he's like constantly risking his life. It's a good thing he's a sorcerer. Or not. I retrieve my phone once more and the caller name gives me a start. Not only did I sleep for 3 hours, I'm also getting a call from him. Hello? Vox? Good morning, Aria. I hope you slept well. More or less. How about you? Oh, I can't complain. Maybe he doesn't fully trust his sorcery because it doesn't fully prevent these kind of incidences from happening. Or he can't, I guess, heal himself. Oh, so, what can I do for you? Well, I was in the area and wanted to know if you'd like to accompany me on our day off. I've heard the town is very lively this time of year. Very lively indeed. I can't help but notice the softness in Vox's tone today. Ah, shoot, I should have been softer. Aria, did you lose connection? For some reason, I feel more at ease when I'm talking to him. Aria? Can you hear me? Hello? Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, that sounds great. I'll just have to get ready. Great, I'll meet you at the cabaret in an hour. Yep, can't wait. I immediately hang up the call and bolt out of my bedroom to start getting ready. Backfired, just like how her daydreaming backfired on her. Finally, I arrive at the cabaret and find Vox waiting for me. He smiles and walks in my direction. I hope I didn't keep you waiting too long. Not at all. Now then, shall we be off? The two of us walk past many small businesses, clothing stores, a toy store, and a craft store, among others. Then suddenly, my eyes are drawn to the pink petals that fleck the streets and sidewalks. Look up ahead. Would you like to take a seat under the tree there? Its blushing petals reach up to face the sky, with its branches sturdy and outstretched as though it were anticipating a warm embrace. Sure. The two of us decide to rest on a bench underneath the massive sakura tree. The soft breeze carries the delicate petals to the ground as if it were snow gently falling on a winter's day. We sit in comfortable silence, letting the wind carry the content size we both share. Excuse me just a moment. Stay here, won't you? With no explanation, he runs off towards the convenience store. I can't help but wonder what could be so urgent, but he promptly returns before I finish that train of thought. Here you are. He offers me a sandwich in a plastic wrap made with milk bread, whipped cream, and cuts of strawberry. He's holding another one in his opposite hand. Yeah, of course we're gonna accept it. We've been good. We've been taking bad ones. Why would you refuse food? Thanks, Vox. You're a lifesaver. Also, I should say that we can pick any bad option, but we cannot reject food. Yeah, strawberries. I graciously accept the sandwich with a grin. I peel off the plastic wrapper and put it in my pocket for now. Vox sits beside me, our arms brushing against each other. Strawberries are one of my favorite fruits. Thank you again for spending time with me today. Oh, it's no trouble at all. Vox takes the first big bite of his sandwich and gazes upon the glorious tree. He watches as the petals slowly fall and land on places throughout the park, one of which being my nose. With a slight chuckle, he plucks the wayward petal from the ground and examines it. You know, cherry blossoms are a symbol for new beginnings. For hope. Is that so? I take a bite of my sandwich, savoring its sweetness with every chew. My head turns in Vox's direction to find him continuing to examine the petal. When I first learned that, it gave me a sense of hope. Like everything would be alright. Now, I'm not so sure anymore. The petal flutters out of the elusive demon's hand. He eats what remains of his sandwich, then turns to face me. His glowing pink eyes reflect the sunset. As I stare, I find myself lost in them, as though I can feel their warmth. Though he doesn't say a word, I can feel the rush of emotion stirring within me, blood rushing to my cheeks. He chuckles at the sight of me as his hand reaches towards my face. I wince, but upon opening my eyes, I see that he has a petal between his fingers. The two of us sit for what feels like mere moments, talking about nothing, yet everything. This time together, it's everything to the two of us. Because for the first time in a long time, we're at peace. Today was really lovely, Vox. I'm glad I got to spend it with you. We should do this again sometime. I stand up from the bench, but Vox doesn't move. Aria, wait. I stop in my tracks. If I may be so bold, would you like to come over to my place? We could watch a movie, and if you'd like, I could even make you dinner. My treat. My heart skips a beat at the invitation. I turn back towards the demon, but who has now a ruddied expression on his face. Do I accept it? Okay. I feel like this would be a good place to pick a bad option, but also I don't want to, because how do you say no to food? But if I feel like this is a very, hold on. This is gonna be a very important place to a very important place that will decisively either put us in the friend zone or not. But it's such a big event. Let me think. The philosophy is don't say no to food. Maybe I'll just pick other bad options. Yeah, I'll just pick other bad options. What's the worst that could happen? Worst that happens, we restart. Since you're offering, how could I refuse? Lead the way. Great. Are you familiar with 2001: A Space Oddity? I shake my head no, watching as his face lights up at the gesture. Oh, you're in for quite the treat. I can get that started over perhaps some stir-fry? I follow his lead while he sings some song about a woman named Daisy until... my apologies. Give me a moment. Hello? Well, here's another choice for me to make bad decisions. What about the kindred? I know, but they're still new recruits. I'm sure if we give them a little more time, they'll come around. I understand that, and I'm working on it, but... Yes? Yes? Vox seems really stressed out. Does this have something to do with his uneasiness last night? Just as Vox began to ease up a little, he is now forced to return to a state of clear distress. It pains me to see him like this. What should I do? Ah! Be rude or not be rude? Be rude or not be rude? Be rude or not be rude? Okay, we're gonna... This is for the sake of the friend route. This is gonna be so bad. Hey, Vox? Is everything... Before I can finish my sentence, Vox shoots me a sharp glance from the corner of his eye. His worried expression grows into one of frustration. I mouth a short sorry and continue to walk alongside him while he finishes his conversation. I'm sorry, that was my manager. The new recruits, the kindred... Ugh. Never mind, I'm sorry. You don't need to involve yourself with my own problems. Please don't be sorry, I want to help you. I appreciate the sentiment, Aria, but I fail to see how you could help me in this situation. I'd say that taking a vacation is a good start. You're already stressed enough as it is. Vox's eyes light up like fireworks in the night sky. A vacation? Maybe that's what the kindred need. Perhaps some time away from it will help them de-stress and refocus. Here, give me a moment, I'll text my manager. I think that's a great idea. I'm glad that you were able to figure it out. We find ourselves in Vox's kitchen. Over the cackling of cooking stir-fry, Vox rants about the movie that the two of us are going to watch. I listen intently. Vox also introduces me to his beloved stuffed ant monkey Baba, who is now comfortably wrapped inside my arm. It may be the slowest film you'll ever watch, but it's spectacular. I think that my favorite scene is when David goes to the memory bank and... Wait, I'm spoiling the movie, aren't I? Yeah, a little bit, but keep going. I don't mind. I like hearing you talk about the things you're passionate about. Besides, this makes me even more excited to watch it now. Now the stir-fry should be done, so let's start the movie, shall we? And watch the movie we did. I end up crying during his favorite scene, which apparently gives him goosebumps each time. If I'm being honest, I completely understand why. That was amazing. I don't even know how to process all of it. Exactly. It's movies like these that remind me why film is the most powerful art form. The idea of creating a piece of art that can incorporate so many mediums into one, no matter how primitive they may be. The idea of creating a story, no, a statement that is so much bigger than yourself is just awe-inspiring. It absolutely blew my mind. I mean, Stanley Kubrick is a genius in his own respect, but the metaphors and hidden undertones of that one bit had so many more underlying themes and messages to encapsulate. It was brilliant. Yes! Great minds think alike. We still have some time left. Would you care to watch another film? As much as I would love to, it's pretty late. I should probably start heading back. That's true. Here, I'll drive you home. Really? That's very kind of you, Vox. Thank you. Think nothing of it. No gentleman would have you walking home by yourself this late. Vox grabs his keys and we make our way towards the door. I set Baba down on the table, give him a little pat on the head, and wave goodbye to my newfound primate friend. Baba is pleased. Vox leads me to his car and drives me home after a long but eventful day. Finally, the two of us make it back to my home. Vox holds the door open, allowing us to pass through the threshold of my apartment. Thank you for today, Vox. I mean it. I haven't had this much fun in a long time. I'm glad. I'll see you tomorrow. I'll pick you up at 9 AM and be sure to pack enough clothes for a couple of days. Tomorrow? 9 AM? What are you talking about? Well, you were the one who said that a vacation was in order. Huh? So the agency is going to go on one and you're coming with me. Now get some rest. I'll see you in the morning. Vox, what about... With an impish grin on his face, Vox Akuma closes the door, leaving me utterly confused in the doorway at 11 p.m. Work. This is not how I was expecting my night to go, but all I can do now is get my things ready for tomorrow. With a small part of me feels the butterflies in my tummy, a bigger part of me is excited for what the next few days will bring. Alright. Will we get through more Friendzone routes today? We'll see. There's just new dialogue, and then the old dialogue is good, so how can we miss that? Vox does his best to keep his eyes on the road, for the most part. Every once in a while, he would pass a sneaking glance at Aria. He finds her sleeping face endearing. The plan for the morning was straightforward enough. He knocked on the door at 9 a.m. as promised. However, he noticed that Aria was a little more worn out than anticipated. A part of him felt bad for Aria, but that feeling was momentarily gone when he saw how cute she looked when she was tired. He recommended that Aria take a nap while he drove, seeing as how their destination was a good distance away. Right now, though, he regrets even mentioning the idea. Here she is, snuggled up like a ball in the passenger seat with his precious Baba held tightly against her chest. Vox gives the stuffed chimp a death-inducing glare. Not only is it hard to focus on driving with Aria's sleeping face right next to him, his plush monkey is getting the best seat in the whole damn car. Lucky bastard. At the next red light, he places a hand on Aria's cheek, stroking it gently with his thumb. Good morning, sleepyhead. Time to get up. How do I make the... Hold on. Good morning, sleepyhead. Time to get up. I slowly open my eyes to see Vox looming in the open car doorway. It seems we've arrived. I stretch a little and groggily step out of the vehicle. Baba's still snug in my arm. Sorry about that. I didn't snore, did I? If you did, I didn't notice. Besides, my bad. I wouldn't mind if that meant I got to look at your sleeping face. You have quite the adorable expression when you're asleep, you know. I want to come up with a witty retort, but unfortunately I'm still too tired to even think at the moment. I settle for a semi-annoyed grunt, though I feel like it doesn't do much with the very obvious blush painted all over my face. In response, Vox comically offers his hand. I accept it. There you are. So this is Akuma Castle. It's a lot bigger than I pictured. More room for more kindred. Plus, you should know how huge my tower is. Your what? Vox doesn't respond. Instead, he chuckles and leads the way towards his not-so-humble abode. I don't know why, like when I was reading Luca and Shoes, or even Mista's, like Mista and Shoes route, they kind of had me blushing as I was reading it, but with Vox, I'm kind of like, oh yeah, that's Vox. I think I'm just desensitized, especially with like things I've seen him say on stream. The two of us enter the castle and are immediately greeted by a horde of kindred. Hello, kindred. It's great to see you all. I'd like to introduce you to Aria. She'll be joining us for the next couple of days. Hello everyone. I wave sheepishly. Here we go. Vox leads me down the winding halls of the castle, all the while being greeted by the many kindred passing by. Vox takes a moment to exchange pleasantries with them, leaving me to my own thoughts. I know that Vox Akuma is well off, but I would have never thought that the slightly buzzed man I met at the cabaret a short while ago lives in a place as extravagant as this. I can't help but be enraptured by the artistry, detail and craftsmanship that was put into making this extraordinary castle. While the exterior resembles an old and traditional form of architecture, the castle is still well maintained. The interior is a gorgeous amalgamation of the old and new. When we pass by one of the rooms, I glance over to what appears to be a clothing rack, crowded with various costumes from hanger to hanger. There's one for a pilot, a priest, a police officer, a doctor. One of the costumes is separated from the others, a knight's armor that was hung upon the wall. Right beside it is a closed door of a window. One look through the window shows me that its cleanliness leaves much to be desired. I laugh at the thought, assuming that Vox himself isn't much for tidying up the place. That's my private room where I do my ASMR. You record ASMR? I do. Well, I have to admit I'm not one to listen to it myself. The kindred seem to really enjoy it, and I'm never shy to supply some fan service. A king's duty is to his people, after all. Vox and I pass by the courtyard where a sudden shriek pierces through the idle chatter. "My lord, you're back!" A throng of kindred waves at us enthusiastically. "Glad to have you back." The kindred standing before us seems polite and chivalrous. Something about them gives a warm, reassuring energy. If the squeals and shrieks from other kindred are anything to go off of, this one is a bit more civil than the rest. "Do you know how long you're staying this time?" This kindred in particular is very casual in their attire, not even tying their obi correctly. They tend to lean to one side and blink with almost tired eyes, though their enthusiasm toward Vox is anything but. They seem very chill for a kindred. "We'll see. I'm here for a much-needed vacation, so you'll be seeing a lot of me for the next few days." Their faces began to contort into mischievous and playful grins. "Aw, man, as if we didn't already see enough of you. We were having so much fun without you too, Mr. Akuma." This kindred gently slaps Vox on the shoulder as they make their comment. There's a blush on their cheeks and a wicked gleam in their eye. I say this kindred acts rather coy. I'm noticing a pattern with these three, but how do I respond to their behavior? So I feel like this is gonna be a really weird thing to balance, but we're gonna be good. We're gonna be good. Though their words were malicious, their intentions seemed lighthearted enough. "Aw, I know you missed me. Don't think I didn't catch you guys running to tell the others about my arrival." "You caught us. We just keep feeding into that ego of yours, don't we, Peepaw? But I guess it's good to have you back." And it feels great to be back. Where are my manners? "Kindred, this is Aria. She was the one who gave me the idea of taking this little vacation." "Aria, meet the kindred." "Hi everyone, it's so nice to meet all of you. Vox has told me a lot about you guys. This band of misfits are my people, my family. I hold each of them very dearly. That being said, if they give you any trouble, let me know and I'll make sure they're properly taken care of." Hey, don't threaten us with a good time, old man. I can't help but become enchanted by the passion and familiarity of their words. At first glance, I wasn't able to tell if this was a simple boss and employee relationship. No, this isn't that at all. It's different. This is a family. This is a family. A big, stupid smile manages to creep up onto my face. Aria? What are you smiling about? Did something happen? No, not really. I just love seeing you happy, Vox. Vox is caught off guard with my sudden display of affection. Yeah, that's something. His playful grin softly melts into that of warmth. Well, I'm happy that you're happy. And I want to be a part of this family. Sorry about that. Don't worry. It's just about time for lunch anyway. Besides, I'm getting a bit hungry myself. Aria, would you wait here a moment for me? Vox? Where are you? Before I can finish my sentence, Vox disappears. Come to think of it, all of the kindred have magically disappeared too. How did they even do that? Are there hidden back rooms in this castle or something? I looked down and realized that I still have Baba gently cradled in my arm. I tousled the stuffed monkey's faux hair. Wow, Baba, you were here this whole time. That must have been embarrassing. At least you won't leave me, unlike certain people who have apparently disappeared into the void. Wait, why am I talking to you? You're a stuffed monkey. You aren't real. Oh, foolish Aria. Have you not realized that I have been sentient all along? In fact, I've been observing you for the past day. Your every step, every breath, every utterance, every thought. I have seen them all. I have seen you. I have seen everything, for I have been trapped in this insolent cotton prison for aeons, sitting idly by as the sun and moon fall, as the oceans rise, as the tide moves in and out of the crossed sands of time. How monotonous it is, Aria. How droll. Ook, ook! This internal existence of solitude in which there is no change, no self-realization. I have lost my sense of self within my mortal stuffing and seams. But you, Aria, are the first to know of my true nature. Nobody will believe you. You will be made a fool, a laughing stock amongst all of humanity, an outcast to society if you so much as utter a single word of what you witnessed here today, and only I, a $3 plush toy, will remain. Yes, I, the great and mighty Baba. This thing has a little voice box. Neat. Funny. I don't remember pressing anything. Eek, eek, ookie. Wait, what are you doing? Unhand me, foul spawn, lest you wish to face my wrath. Mark my words, Aria. There will come a day where I, the great and mighty Baba, shall rain hellfire upon all of humanity. And only I and your precious Vox Akama shall remain. Possibly Onigiri. I remain on the fence about that chap. That matters not. Aria, I demand you unhand me. Unhand me from the depths of your heart. What the? Ash! Hi, Perinkle. How's the route going? We've been exploring different dialogues, and I found out that even in my good run, I've been picking some not good point. I've been picking some options that weren't good. So, whether or not we end up on the friend zone is still kind of up in the air. Sorry, I like getting into Babas because it requires me to, like, channel my inner conqueror, my inner overlord. But yeah, we're still on Vox's route, and we've gotten some very interesting dialogues. Like, Vox got literally bridal carried out of the cabaret. Bridal carried. Like, dang, I didn't expect that just from picking a different option. Alright, continuing on. I soon come to the realization that I have no clue where I'm going, with only the reverberations of the sudden pang echoing throughout the hallways to guide me. Finally, I slow down to find an open door in the middle of a corridor. I slowly turn my head, only to find... Stupid. Beep, beep. I swear if this beep, beep tries to beep one more time, I will beep, 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 and beep into your beep, beep. Or else you'll end up like the beep flat screen. Vox of his arm wrapped around the rim of an empty pot, pointing and cursing out the leg of a metal table. There are, Prinkle, we got some really interesting ones. Vox of his arm, I take a small step forward. I almost reread that. Oh, hello there, Aria. Don't mind me. I'm just showing this jackass who's the boss around here. It had the audacity to stub my pinky toe again. Rat bastard. Unable to comprehend the hilarity of the scene any longer, I burst out in laughter. Ew, yeah, all censored. At least my body crumpled up in the corner of the kitchen doorway, clutching Baba in my arms. What's so funny? Nothing, it's just... I never would have imagined that the Vox Akuma, voice demon, leader of the Akuma clan, has been brought to shame by the leg of a metal table. Oh, sweet Aria. Sweet, innocent, naive Aria. I don't think you understand. I have been at an ongoing war of the table for centuries. I have fought many formidable foes in my lifetime. However, tables have always been a thorn in my side. Do you understand? With the laughter out of my system, I finally calm myself down and bring myself to stand back up again. Right? I also, like, the first time I saw it, I thought he was like... I thought he was in an argument with something, or maybe he saw like a bug or something, but it was just a table leg. Ah, brilliant. Brilliant. It was so funny. I love like the hilarious moments in Vox's route. They are so good. They make me smile and laugh a lot. Once I'm able, I walk through the doorway and meet Vox at the opposite side of the island counter that he was working on. I place Baba on the chair next to me. Okay, I respect your feud with the table. Thank you. So, what were you up to before all of, well, this? I was actually planning on making something for us to eat. I wasn't really sure what you would like, but I got started on some chicken curry. It's gonna taste so good. It'll make you... Here, Aria, come closer and try some of this. I didn't go too hard on the chilies, did I? Vox pulls out a spoon from the drawer and scoops out some of the sauce. He holds it out to me with a smile. Nom! Never say no to food. Oh, by the way, Perinkle, I turned on the good point indicator thinking that it would help me like figure out the balance between good and bad options, but you only get the good point indicator after you pick, so it only tells you after. So now we are just being affirmed or unaffirmed. I place my hands on the counter and push up with all my might to lean over it. In one smooth motion, I take a bite from the spoon that was still in Vox's hand. Immediately, my eyes bulge almost comically as I start frantically breathing out of my mouth. Aria? Ack! Hot! I fan my face as though it would take away the burning on my tongue and finally swallow. Tears in my eyes when I look back at Vox. Sorry, it's a bit hot. I think I burned my tongue, but it's still really good. You didn't go too hard on the seasoning. A little more would be perfect, actually. Aria? You were supposed to, take the spoon. I look up to find the demon red in the face. Nothing. Okay. Vox helps himself to a spoonful, clicking his tongue a couple of times. Most likely it's to get a better feel of the taste and texture of his creation. Still feels like it's missing something. Ah, right, the coconut milk. Grab that while I prepare more of the sauce. We've got a lot of hungry mouths to feed. Vox's gloved hands dance across the countertop as his long digits gracefully weave through the counters and cooking utensils. He grabs hold of a gently washed bell pepper and cuts it in half, its juices pouring out of it and onto the cutting board. I stare at his swiftly moving hands in a blind haze. Excuse me. With each movement putting me deeper into a trance. Aria? Aria, are you okay? By the way, I also changed my name. Thought it'd be fresh. Oh, sorry. You're just so mesmerizing to watch. I feel like I've been put under a spell. Oh, I'm glad I have yet another opportunity to make you even more infatuated with me. Hey, that's not what I meant, and you... Whatever you say, darling. Okay, lovebirds. As much as we find your shameless flirting very cute and entertaining, the rest of us are hungry too. Vox, can you make something for me next? I've been craving some dessert. Yeah, how about you teach us how to make cake? Figured you need some, since you don't have much of that in the first place. Heh, or would pancakes be more fitting, my flat? If you guys continue with the slander, I will ensure that you all starve for the next few days. Hey, don't let me in with those two. I didn't do anything wrong. The kindred slowly fill the room, their contagious joy mixing with a sense of chicken, coconut milk, and coriander. The day goes on as we fill it with stories, laughter, and camaraderie. Several hours pass. And I told Vox, please, you have to stop playing so much RuneState. Your PC has been running non-stop for 2 months. When I walk past your room, it sounds like a freaking airplane is about to take off of how much the fan is running. If our electric bill goes any higher, we might go bankrupt. Yeah, but you know my lord, always gotta at least keep the fan on, otherwise it just won't feel right. If you ask me, I think it stems from his obsession with Five Nights at Fulgur's. You know how that fan's always running and can never be turned off in any of the games? Could have sworn you could turn it off in 6, but who's counting? Seeming all excited about the games is so cute. Just makes me want to give him a big ol' hug. Who would have known that Vox had such a severe RuneState addiction? Maybe it's a comfort game for him? Come to think of it, where is he? Did he leave or something? He usually would have injected with a quick retort by now. I look around the kitchen and it occurs to me that Vox is nowhere to be found. Hey, I just remembered I have something to take care of. Will you excuse me for a moment? Oh man, do you really have to? Have a drink with us, I want to get to know you more. I'm planning on making a special drink just for the occasion. I think you'll like it. Okay, this time we're gonna reject. I accepted last time. I would rather not. I want to go look for Vox. I'm sorry, I don't drink. That's alright, we have non-alcoholic drinks, so how about it? Oh, thanks for the invite, but maybe some other time? Of course, the kindred's always got plenty of room at the table. It'd be nice to get to know each other, seeing as we'll be seeing a lot of one another in the upcoming days. I feel a twinge of guilt gnawing at my heart. I'm gonna go look around the castle. See you around. The kindred say their respective goodbyes and watch as I start to walk away. I'm about to pass through the threshold of the doorway when... Aria, I was looking for you. Would you care to have a drink with me? I found some red wine in the cellar. I think it's from the same company that made the wine that we drank at the cafe a couple days ago. Damn. Really caught in your lies, huh? I didn't mean to. I thought we would just go find Vox, but we ended up on like a bad route. I would love to... ... Did I miss anything? I slowly turn around, only to be met with the disappointed looks on the kindred's faces. I can probably cut through the tension in the air with a knife. No, nothing. It's fine. ... Would you all like to try some? Yeah, sounds great. My knight, I love you. I come to find myself surrounded by the rest of the kindred, all of whom are completely shit-faced and barely teetering on the edge of consciousness. Soon, there's nothing but a murmur in the kitchen. I get up from my seat to find that elusive demon has left once again. Well, that was an accident. This is the 3rd time today. I'm seriously starting to think there's some secret back rooms in this place. Everyone's already asleep. It wouldn't hurt to go look for him now, right? I don't want to end up on a bad end. From now on, we're only picking good options. I leave the kitchen and wander around. In the distance, I spot a shadowy figure. His ebony hair bathes in the moonlight's soft glow as it peers through the open window beside him. The gentle breeze lifts his hair off of his shoulders, covering his face. Narrowly through the reflection of the nearly empty wine glass in his hand, I catch a glimpse of his iridescent orbs. His skin looks much more pale in the moonlight, more delicate, frail. Vox? Aria, I didn't expect to see you here. Where are the other kindred? Completely fit-faced and soundly sleeping on a kitchen table. So they're doing alright. He finally turns toward me to meet my gaze, his full stature coming into view. His cheeks harbor a tint of sanguine. How much has he had to drink? Why am I not surprised? Vox takes another sip from the wine glass, finishing the rest of its contents with ease. So, why did you leave the kitchen? Did something happen? No, not really. I suppose I just got overwhelmed and wanted to get away from it all. What do you mean? I think I'm just stressed. I'm currently working on a film and I've been wanting to cast some of the kindred as actors. But we have so many talented recruits that it's become a harder task than I thought. Hey, why do you want to get away? I also have a meeting with a cinematographer in a week and I still haven't finished my shot list yet, so that's been weighing down on me. Vox! Vox, listen to me. Please. ... Are you okay? Not the new recruits, or your agency, or the film, or your manager, but you. Are you okay? He goes to take another sip of his wine, only to discover that it's already empty. You don't have to answer me right now. I don't want to make you do anything that you're uncomfortable with, so please let me know if I'm going too far, but I just want you to know that no matter what happens, I care about you. I care about you. And I always will. ... Vox? I feel a wet but warm sensation on my cheek, coupled with a large comforting hand gently placed on the back of my head. Oh man. Thank you, Aria. I can feel his whisper tickling the inside of my eardrums, each word introducing me to a thrilling sensation. My face begins to burn up. Okay, that was actually pretty intimate. So this is the power of the voice demon. Vox slowly drags his hand so it now softly embraces my cheek. Aria? Aria, are you there? I turn around to find a man with sly eyes and yellow horns standing beside me. I turn back around to find that Vox has disappeared. Again. My name is Onigiri. I'll be showing you to your room. Follow me. Onigiri leads me down the corridor to my room. We walk in comfortable silence until we reach our destination. Onigiri graciously opens the door for me. I smile and quietly thank him as I move to enter the room. It doesn't take more than one step for me to freeze and gape at the scene I'm introduced to. The room is identical to the one I live in with my roommate, right down to the posters on the wall. This is... My lord specifically asked me to make sure you felt comfortable here at Akuma Castle, and what better way to do that than with a home away from home? It's a bit... How did you even... I have my ways, and I like to be thorough when it comes to my duties. I am both flabbergasted and impressed by Onigiri's attention to detail. It's obvious that this isn't as simple as copy and paste. Each item has been selected and placed with great care and consideration for the person who will be staying in it. My mouth unwittingly curves into a gleeful grin. He's very attractive. You did an amazing job with this. This really does feel like home. Thank you so much for your efforts. Please extend my thanks to Vox and the rest of the kindred as well. Onigiri nods of approval, clearly pleased with the results of his handiwork, but the mirth in his eyes soon turns downcast at the mention of his lord. Vox is under a lot of pressure, you know. From the agency, his new film, the press, everyone and everything, really. I worry about him. All of us do. But when you came around, he became much more at ease. He's been happy. I don't know what you did, but I guess what I'm trying to say is, thank you. You're a good match for the guy. I snapped my hands on my cheeks out of reflex, despite my blush being well masked by the darkness in the hallway. Good match for him? What did Onigiri mean by that? I'll take my leave here. Have a good night, Aria. Good night, Onigiri. Before I know it, he has already disappeared. I enter my room and get ready for bed, preparing myself for what will surely be a peaceful night. Welp, I hope I didn't put me in the route for bad end. All good choices from now on. My groggy eyes slowly open to an oddly familiar room. It takes me a while to adjust and get my bearings to this new space, but the reality of the situation soon dawns on me. That's right, I'm staying in Akuma Castle for the next couple of days. Sometimes I forget for a moment that I'm not actually at home. I still can't get over how they managed to make this place look exactly like my actual room. As I let out a yawn and stretch, a knock on the door draws my attention. Aria? Hey Aria, are you awake? I yelled an affirmative grunt and tell them the door's open. Hey Aria, breakfast is ready. Good morning, I'll be down in a minute. Well, hurry up, cause the others like to sneak in seconds. I'll leave you to it. Without a moment to waste, I throw the twisted blankets off my body and tidy up so I don't look like I just rolled out of bed. I open the door and dart down the staircase. After the feast that was yesterday's dinner, I can't wait to see what Vox has planned for the morning. In fact, this entire day is bound to be full of surprises. I make a beeline for the kitchen to find a handful of the kindred crowding the kitchen doorway. What's everyone do? Shh! It doesn't take long for me to figure out just what they were all ogling at. Vox is meticulously chopping at vegetables like bell peppers, potatoes, and mushrooms. Ah, sorry. Wow, he's really in the zone with that knife. That's our lord for ya. Come on, let's go take our seats. I follow the kindred to a giant table with more chairs than I can count. I don't think a single person would feel left out if they all have a meal here. After a few more theatrical stunts and sizzles with the frying pan, Vox raises a hand and asks some of the kindred to start passing plates around the table. Enticing as the food in front of me is, my eyes seek out Vox, who seems to be working somberly behind the kitchen counter. He starts scrubbing the frying pan in the sink under some hot water, his peach eyes focusing intently on the task at hand. I decide to check on him. He jolts when I put a hand on his shoulder. What? Aria, good morning. Remember to eat your food before it gets cold. Well, by that logic, you should be eating something too. Why don't you come join us, Vox? Don't worry, I'll be alright, Aria. Though I might need help drying off all these dishes. Care to lend me a hand? Of course you're gonna help him! Well, the sooner he gets this done, the sooner he can eat with us. Grinning, I grab a dish towel and start drying the kitchenware. Our movements become autonomous as we seem to work in unison for a seemingly menial task. I can see the gratitude on the demon's face as I dry the last dish. Thank you, Aria. It's pretty hard to get me started on a task, so it means a lot that you're giving me the motivation I need to get it done. Ask me to beat Tsukiro and I could do it in a heartbeat, though. Of course, Vox. Happy to help. It's only then I notice that Vox's eyes look forlorn. That makes me think of a song, sorry. My mind races over the infinite possibilities of what could possibly be going through that demon's head. In a sudden movement of clarity, I managed to pull him aside by the kitchen doorway. Hey, did something happen after last night? Usually you have a lot more to say. Aw, Aria, have you been keeping an eye on me? That's cute. He pats my head with a soft smile. Only then do I notice the bags that loom under his eyes. Did he sleep at all last night? No need to worry your pretty little head about it, do you understand? I'm still not convinced. I like getting the dialogue options, but I don't want us to go to the bad end, so reassure him. I understand, but I'm just gonna remind you that I'm here if you need me. Absolutely any time. You mean a lot to me, and I want to be there for you whenever I can. But I don't want to force you to do anything either, so if you change your mind and you do want to talk, I'm always here. His eyes attempt to meet mine, but they still seem to look past me. Something shifts in him, something that I can't quite place. A chill rolls down my spine as his eyes quickly widen. You have to excuse me, Aria. I just remembered something important I needed to do. That's why I thought we picked the wrong option. He takes off past me without another word. One of the kindred walks up to me. I'm sorry, Aria. It's not your fault. He gets like this sometimes. When someone leaves or when a new kindred comes to join the agency. I'm fine. I just hope he's alright. He will be. One of the kindred runs on the dining table to meet us at the kitchen doorway. Hey Aria, do you know where Vox went? I'm still hungry. I'm not... He had an emergency meeting to attend to. He's meeting with the casting director for the new film he's working on. Milord has been quite busy these days. Oh right, well I won't bug him then. The chill kindred steps back to the table with the civil kindred walking behind them. What was that about? With breakfast out of the way, the kindred and I clean up the kitchen and go our separate ways. I am now left to my own devices. And now time for a new achievement. I know, we have an achievement coming up. I can't believe you. I pick up the pace in order to find the source of the shouting. Is there ever a moment of peace and quiet in this castle? In the distance, I see an open door, sunlight softly peering out of it. Hey, it's not my fault you don't know the stacking rule. There's no such thing as the stacking rule. Yes there is. If someone puts down a draw 2, and then, sorry. Him. Draw 20 cards or surrender your box 10-sheet body pillow? What does that even mean? I had to skip some. My throat. The card was blank. I can write anything I want on it. You really need to brush up on the rules of the game. Chill, kindred. Oh my god, I will slap you. Guys, come on. It's just a get. You have Unis. Stay out of this. It's at that moment I realized it was time for me to leave. For now, I've seen everything. Ono is so extreme. Rude. Insane doesn't mean death, you jerk. What are you guys even playing? Unis, but honestly, I want out. Isn't that a 4-player game? The online version is, but the physical card game can be played between 2 and 10 players. Or if you're really crazy, you can combine decks so more people can play at a time. I've actually played Uno with like a maximum of 3 decks. It was indeed very insane. We were all yelling at each other. It was harder to like reach for cards, I guess, or like throw cards down. Actually, I don't know how to explain it. We basically had like a pool of cards in the middle. Hey, you guys, fight over the house rules for a bit. I'll be back. The 2 remaining kindred stare daggers at each other. Aria, can I talk to you for a second? Sure. They motion for me to follow them as they walk down a path away from the fighting kindred. We wind up in a courtyard and stop in front of a grand cherry blossom tree. There is one thing I think we missed is like, I could have sworn in the first time we did this route, there was a scene where the kindred are cleaning up and like, you go see and explore Vox's room. I think we missed that this time because of the different dialogue options I chose. This one seems way bigger though, by at least another couple meters. About this morning. Don't worry about it, I'm sure you had your reasons. ... Thank you, it's just that... a while ago. 400 years ago. Okay, I'm gonna skip this for a bit. Because even though it's a very good dialogue... my throat. You're gonna one route only this far. I know! Thing is, because we want to read the dialogue, I can't exactly like skip. Or maybe I should skip more. I don't know. We'll see. Cause I just, part of me doesn't know if I missed like different dialogue. Okay. Okay. Let's see if I can... I'll just have to like rename this and also give a new thumbnail. Man, this is gonna take forever, isn't it? Unless I skip. I'll have to like think about how I'm gonna do the next stream. Or maybe future streams for this. Oops, someone. Oh, Aria, are you okay? Don't worry, I gotcha. He bends down and offers his hand, which I graciously accept. We'll speak of the devil. Close but not quite. Well, regardless, I'm sorry about that. Thanks for helping me up. Don't worry about it. Well, I best get going. Wait, I haven't seen Vox since this morning. Is he alright? Last I seen of him, he was in his office. Excuse me. My goodness. Alright, we're gonna go pay him a visit. If I'm not watching over him like a hawk, that demon will sit at his desk and work his fingers to the bone till they turn to dust. Will do. Thanks, Onigiri. Pleasure's all mine, Aria. A man in uniform comes around the corner and whispers something in Onigiri's ear. His expression twists that of discontent as whatever it was he had to say. I gotta go, Aria. I'll catch you later. Alright. We go up into the room. We only have one option. We're gonna go inside. Vox asleep at his desk. Alright. However, he startles at the sound of me placing the bowl on his desk. I thought it was a glass of water. Oh, and snacks. But I can see enough of his face to notice his obvious exasperation. Just like that day in the bar. Have you not been getting enough rest? Vox sighs, but doesn't respond. Sorry, I don't mean to intrude. It's quite alright. Thank you for your concern. Vox gives me an exasperated smile, then picks up his pen and continues to work on a giant stacks of paper, ranging from cute doodles to fully fleshed ideas of different shots. He frantically works back and forth from his shot list to other miscellaneous pieces of paper, flying to different corners of his desk in tandem. I'm working on a storyboard for the climax of my new film, and it's important I get it done before the deadline. I just don't want to let the kindred down. They've done so much for me, and this needs to be perfect. Aww. You don't need to worry about it being perfect, Vox. You work very hard for them, and they know it. I know it. And I know that every single one of them appreciates you being there for them, loving and supporting them in everything they do. But I also understand how important this is to you too, so if you need any help, just let me know. I may not know a thing about filmmaking or storyboarding, but I've been told that I can draw a pretty mean stick figure. He chuckles, amused by my last statement. Thanks, I'll keep that in mind, darling. As tired as he is, how does Vox still find a way to flirt with me? My eyes begin to wander around the room in an attempt to quiet my fluttering heart. Alright, this is where we're gonna get the new achievement. We're gonna go to the guitar. A detailed guitar. Huh, I didn't know you could play the guitar, Vox. Well, when you wander around the world as long as I have, you start to pick up a couple of things. Oh really? You have to serenade me sometime then. I'm flattered, but I don't think my skills are up to par to be doing any serenading. Hush, I'm sure you can play just fine. Do you take any requests? Not usually, but I'll make an exception for you. Great, because I was thinking if you played Snap featuring Lin Kaga, I'm afraid I don't know how to read Romanji properly. Fair enough. Moving on. A shelf. The shelf of knickknacks behind his desk. We're gonna go to a knife. A knife. A sleek all-black knife. Dangerous. Careful. That's sharper than it looks. Got it. Wait, what's this? I turn over to find its underside bombarded with kiss imprints and red lipstick and a small sticky note that says, "We love you, Knife-kun, XOXO. Please call me baby girl," from the kindred. Seriously. Every time I move this thing, the kindred always manage to find it. This is like the 8th time this week. You know what? I'm not even gonna ask. A set of D&D dice. A red and black holographic set of demons and druids dice. Whoa, these are so well designed. Are these custom made? Yes, in fact one of the kindred handmade them for me. After that, we all started having weekly sessions. One of them surprised me with this beautiful set for my birthday. You'd be surprised at how many hidden talents the kindred have. That's so sweet. I might have to commission them to make something for me too. Well, if you're interested, you're always welcome to play with us. I might take you up on that. And a photo book. This one we did read last time, so I won't read it out again. A mullet. Offensive neon colors, crop tops, and ill-fitted bell-bottoms plague my vision. And to top it all off was this monstrosity. And this was no ordinary mullet either. This was the magnum opus of mullets. A mega mullet. I would have never thought that I would ever see Vox in such a state. But before I can give him the masterclass roast that the demon so desperately deserves, the photo book is frantically snatched from my hands. Vox rips the page out, shreds it apart, and throws it in the trash. He breathes heavily as individual beads of sweat began to trickle down his face. You saw nothing. I want to say something funny, but I think I still want to live long enough. I'll roast him another day. I give him a slight nod while desperately trying to contain my laughter. The demon then returns to his desk. I told Onigiri to burn that years ago. No, go back. We go to a couch. We want that achievement. Oh. Tidy, tidy, tidy. Wait, Aria, don't touch that. Pile. Oops. Papers everywhere. Vox makes a sorry attempt to hold in his laughter as I look down at the mess I made in defeat. All that hard work only for it to be gone in an instant. Vox stands up from his desk. Don't worry about that too much. My couch said it was a disaster waiting to happen anyways. Here, I'll help you clean up. And we start picking up the papers. MC is clumsy. I begin to chip away at the task until I feel a warm sensation on my hand. Sorry about that. No trouble at all. His laugh raises the hairs on the back of my neck, causing me to shiver. His large hands graze mine while we pick up the remaining pieces off of the ground. I try to look somewhere, anywhere other than his direction, for fear of spontaneously combusting out of embarrassment. My attention isn't drawn to the piece of paper at my hand, tainted with lingering remnants of his touch. A crude doodle in the upper right-hand corner of the paper catches my eye. Stop wandering. Nothing. Yeah, new achievement. Well, I've seen all that I've needed to see. When I'm done taking a look around, I turn my attention back to Vox's work. If it's not too much trouble. Do you want to talk about what happened in the kitchen earlier? It had nothing to do with you, Aria, I promise. A slight tension I didn't know I had eases in my shoulder, but a large part of my worries remain. I hope we're getting close. Well, what is it then? Can you close the door? I do as he asked and turn back towards him. He looks so stressed, the poor boy. There's a long pause as I wait for him to say something before attempting to break the silence. Won't the lamp get hot? It's fine. He's avoiding the subject. I don't want him to force him to talk if he doesn't want to, but if he's beating himself this much about it... I know it's not my place to say this, but I can tell something's bothering you. I'm not doing much today, so I'd happily lend you an ear. It's just... I can't stand seeing the kindred in pain. In this line of work, Especially where they want to do their best just to make me proud. It breaks my heart to see them suffering through it. They work so hard only for it to blow up in their face. What, because they didn't do it right the first time? Those vultures, those critics are coming after them like it's the effing thing to do. And as their lord, it's my duty to protect them. I fear I haven't been doing that for them, and then the other night Have any of the kindred told you about my past? They said that you left Japan years ago after your first clan was destroyed. Yes. Sorry, Vox, this is emotional. Yeah, I can't make it crack. They slaughtered everyone. Nobody was safe. Women, children, families, and anyone who was spared from their blades. The flames from their explosion weren't the type to discriminate. Their numbers were far too great. Their weapons and armors far more powerful. The most I could do was fend them off to the best of my abilities. I actually don't know if I'm on the Friendzone route. I remember backing up to the peak of Honshu only to find my initial demise there. I picked some pretty bad options though. Am I not on the friend route? Vox startles when I hug him, but slowly relaxes and leans into me. He eventually wraps his arms around me as well. I don't want to fail them again. Aria, I can't. You won't. It's gonna be okay. What happened back then isn't your fault. I'm sure they wouldn't want you to put all the blame on yourself. He cries for a while, finally letting the emotions he'd been holding in spill out. When his sobs quiet down, I let go to get a better look at him. I didn't want the clan to see me like this. I'm kinda relieved it's you and not one of them. I can't begin to imagine how they react to all this, how overwhelmed they might feel. I should... I cup his porcelain cheeks and watch as his pink golden eyes widen when he realizes how close I am to him. My only consolation is that when we were doing Nista's route, we pretty much went the same way with a lot of things, so I'm still hopeful we might be on the Friendzone route. Otherwise, I'll just say that my Rizz was too strong. Listen to me. You shouldn't have to hide. The kindred love you, Vox. They wouldn't judge you for having doubts or for being vulnerable. They don't think any less of you for it. As the clan leader, you should be able to communicate your worries, especially since it involves them. I know they'll listen to you. And they'll understand your love and the sacrifices you make for them. I know they'd be glad to support you through this. The same goes for me. So please, don't bottle everything up like this. It's okay to put your faith in others. Never forget that. I put my forehead to his. I hear his breath hitch between his lips, and I can't help but smile. I don't think he and I could be any more on the same wavelength if we tried. This feels right. Being here for him feels right. Thank you, Aria. Thank you. Okay. Hey Vox, there's something really important that I have to tell you. I know this is sudden, but I'm in love with you. I think we're on the Friendzone route. Oh, the plot thickens. How are you gonna respond, Vox? ... For the last time, Koi. No matter how much you try to seduce me, I'm not going to resurrect your character. Ah yes, the long-awaited Demons and Druids days. When Vox initially asked me to join a D&D session before I left Akuma Castle, I already knew what type of fun, or should I say chaos, I'd be getting into. Are we on a good route? Oh damn. My Rizz is just too strong. But Koi confessing their undying love for Vox wasn't on my bingo card. Actually, a good 99% of what has transpired over the past 1.5 hours wasn't on the card either. Civ has yet to roll over a 4 under D20. Chill has been secretly stealing pieces from the board and possibly eating them in order to confuse Vox. Koi has been trying and failing to convince Vox to bring their character back to life. And Vox has been trying to not have an aneurysm for the past 30 minutes. But I love you, Voxy Woxy. I feel like we have not seen this dialogue. I feel like maybe we are on a different... I don't know. The dialogue is so different. How cruel. How can you reject such a passionate display? I never would have pegged you for a heartbreaker, Mr. Akuma. And I never would have pegged Koi, in both senses of the word, to be stupid enough to make their D&D character jump off a cliff and not expect any repercussions. But here we are. Oof. Are you just gonna take that, Koi? I'm not resurrecting you, Koi. I refuse to ruin my integrity as Dungeon Master. Not even if I propose to you? By Boyfriend 3 standards, we're already married. What if I make you a bell pepper ring? Wait. A bell pepper ring? Yep. You drive a hard bargain, Koi. But my answer still stands. No. Damn it, fine. I'll drop the lovey-dovey act. My partner is way cooler than you anyway. Ouch. Koi? You're seeing someone? Well, you don't have to act so surprised about it. Sorry, I just didn't really take you for the grass-touching type. Am I in the friend zone route? Yes! Success! I mean, it would have been funny if my Rizz was just too strong, but I planned this. I was meticulous about which options I chose. So I'm pretty much hoping that we're on the friend zone route. It's very different for dialogue, isn't it? Sorry, I just didn't really take you for the grass-touching type. What's with everyone attacking me today? Of course I have someone. Really? You've never mentioned this special someone to me, Koi. I have yet to see them, at least. Well, yeah, you've seen them around. I just didn't feel like telling you, that's all. It's not that we're not ready to go public or anything. Actually, they just live in another castle. Yeah, that's it. Koi glances in Chill's direction in a flushed frenzy, but Chill's eyes look down at what remains of the pieces on the table. They fiddle with their hands, shifting it from space to space as they try to recompose themselves back to their innately snarky nature. I suppose everyone has a soft side to them. Even Koi. Chill Kindred gives Koi a warm but knowing glance. A soft yet mischievous grin creeps onto their face. Likely story, Koi. Sounds like you're on a heavy dose of copium to me. Hey, why, you little... Aria, are you seeing anyone? The tension is finally broken now that the peacekeeper of the three kindred has moved the subject towards me. But now I'm in the hot seat and I need to act fast. Not at the moment, no. Really? And here you were, doubting my ability to get a partner. But you're so cool, Aria. You expect me to believe you're maidenless? I guess I've never really had much luck at that sort of thing. Well, at the very least, there must be somebody that you like, right? Perhaps we can set you up with them. We're on the friend route. Not really, Exactly. We can put my impeccable maiden acquiring skills to good use. No. Sorry guys, I gotta take this. Take your time. Woohoo! I don't think anyone else has been so happy to be friend-zoned by Vox Akuma, but I expected this. I walk out of the kitchen to take the call. It doesn't take long before I return, a light spring in my steps. So, who are you talking to? My roommate. Why do you ask? Oh my god. They were roommates. Oh, how romantic. The classic friend to lovers trope. Hello, hi Ray, welcome to the stream. Yes, you have come at a time where we have achieved Vox Akuma's friend zone ending. So when's the wedding, Aria? I should get fitted for a new suit. Seriously, guys? I talked to one person on the phone for like 2 minutes and you're already ringing wedding bells for me? Sure, my roommate is pretty cool, but I've rarely talked to her as of late. In fact, I don't think I've even had the chance to think about her at all this past week. So much has happened. I suppose I would be interested, but it wouldn't make sense to try something out of the blue. Civ, would you talk some sense into these two? Honestly, I don't think it's a bad idea. After everything that happened, I think you owe it to yourself to find someone that can help you through everything. Them being your roommate is an even bigger bonus. Let's face it, Aria. The fact that you haven't found anyone this far in the game is... how do I put this? Sad. It's sad. It's really, really sad. Hey, this was a purposeful meaning. Like, I moved with intent. Every choice was calculated. How dare you roast me like this, Civil? Hey! If you still want to get back in the game, maybe someone you're already familiar with is a good place to start. But if you ever feel uncomfortable or you don't think it will work out, don't feel obligated to follow through with it. Do you understand? Alright, I'll give it a shot. Aria and Rumi sitting in a tree. Kissing. We need to plan their first date. And a second one. Guys, we might be getting a little ahead of ourselves here. And the third, we'll need to make arrangements for when they finally move in together. Aren't they already roommates? Oh, right. We must plan for the proposal phase. Wait, we're proposing now? Planning the wedding will be such a drag. Have you seen how much they cost nowadays? Settle down, you three. Aria hasn't even made the first move yet. Hey, you're right. Aria needs to practice first. Oh god. Pretend that I'm your roommate, Aria. Give me your best pickup line. Koi flamboyantly flips their hair back and puckers their lips. Hey there, Aria. It's me, your really cool, funny, smart, and super hot roomie. I heard that you wanted to talk to me. Yeah, Hold on, I like these options. These are so funny. Hold on. No banana. An appendix. We have to go banana. Because I'm a Yaminian. This is my instinct. Hey, baby girl, are you a gorilla? Because, wait, no. Are you a banana? Because, I find you really appealing. I don't think you're taking this seriously, Aria. That sucked worse than I do. I'd rather you go ape shit and start making monkey noises instead of whatever the hell that was. Okay then, I like to see you do better, Mr. Dating Advice. Every time I come up with something, I start to cringe and lose focus. The problem isn't the cringe, Aria. Pickup lines, flirting, all of those things are inherently cringe. Step 1 to step 12, yeah. However, cringe is a necessary part of life. You shouldn't delete the cringe. You should delete the part of you that cringes. The key is to just have a little more confidence in yourself. You're more amazing than you realize, Aria. Yeah, I know, right? They were like, hey, we're gonna plan your wedding even though you haven't spoken to her for a week. Way to jump the gun, Koi. What happened to the monkey plush? That's a good question, Ray. We had his monologue once, but we haven't had it again, so maybe we'll see him in the ending scene. Anyone would be extremely lucky to have you. It's just a matter of going for it, no matter how daunting it may be. Is it gonna haunt us if we get Fox's bad route? Maybe. Honestly, maybe Baba is the one who will come after you if you get Vox's bad end. Vox's words of encouragement settle the butterflies in my stomach, and I finally feel like I can breathe. And don't forget that we're always in your corner, Aria. And hey, if your roommate ever tries to break your heart, just give me a call. We'll beep, beep on their beep, and... No, none of that nonsense. Aww, why not? I've already got the rope. I think you would be more supportive to Aria if you didn't commit multiple crimes against humanity in their honor. I think it would be really supportive if one of you guys bought me my caramel candy from the cabinet over there. Alright, I'll get it. I push my chair away from the table to go fetch Chill's caramel candy as chaos continues to unfold behind me. Joy, shrouded in screaming and banter, begins to fade out into the distance. I'm going to miss waking up to this chaos every day. This ragtag group of people who have banded together to form a clan? No. A family. Though this vacation may have come to an end, I know that I'm still bringing the memories of my treasured friends back with me. Aria, do you have my candy yet? Yeah, I'm coming. Give me a sec. Thank you, my lord, for letting me be a part of this family. A couple of days later, I finally made up my mind and asked Rumi out on a date. She seemed surprised at my invitation but quickly accepted it. Unsure of what to do or where to go, we scheduled a date. The day before the date, we settled on a location, the local arcade, and then we decide where to go from there. We arrive after lunch still early in the afternoon. Luckily, the arcade isn't brimming with people, although it isn't empty either. I have to thank him later. If it weren't for him, I wouldn't have had the courage to take the first step. Rumi and I decide to go bowling first. I order drinks for both of us and we head to the alley to get ready. Give me a sec, I have to write down an idea. Oh, okay, thanks for stopping by, Perinkle. Have a good lunch. Today might be a shorter stream, but thanks for stopping by. Maybe. Rumi and I decide to go bowling first. I order drinks for both of us and we head to the alley to get ready. The date is all about me and Rumi, but for some reason, I feel like we're being watched. Yeah, sorry Mel. I don't think I can do a 6-hour stream. Must be my imagination. I'm gonna kick your butt, Bunny. They didn't call me the fabulous striker in university for nothing. Pfft, since when did they call you that? That's the first time I heard that. More like fabulous stinker. We both laugh at our dumb jokes as I elbow her jokingly. We both see our names on the screen and the scoreboard on 0. Rumi is the first one to go, so she gets up and picks up a dark blue ball. Rumi winks at me before throwing the ball. I can feel my smile widen and my cheeks warming up. Here they are. Ranks. Huh? Sorry? I turn around and standing in front of me is a huge lion mascot carrying our drinks on a platter. Here are your drinks. The person inside the costume speaks in a low but somewhat familiar voice. He, she, or they place the platter on the table and approach me. Yes? You got this, Aria! Who's that? Looks a bit sus. I've never seen them among us. We both turn around and notice 2 staff members talking and looking at us. They're probably talking about the huge lion mascot that talked to me as one of them and start making their way towards us. Yeah, I heard about that, right? It is true that Eki will haunt us, but I think Hikarino and Shu are the only ones who really remember so much. The mascot bows and runs off before doing a thumbs up with both hands. There's no way. Right? Everything alright, Aria? You look like you've seen something out of this world. I'm gonna tell her, because last time we didn't say. I just had a really weird encounter with a mascot. A mascot? You mean from this arcade? Yeah, but it was peculiar to say the least. That person didn't seem very comfortable inside that outfit. Maybe that's why it took them a little longer. I didn't even know this arcade had a mascot either. Oh well. What did you get for yourself, by the way? Rumi sits down next to me and takes my drink. I smile and pretend to pout. Hey, that's mine. You have your own. Heh, I decided I like yours better. We both smile at each other. I forget all about what happened minutes ago as we continue our bowling game. An hour passes by and Rumi apparently really is the fabulous striker. She plays so well that even people from the other games are looking at the scoreboard. So what should we do next? I don't know, but maybe something that won't drag attention to you again? Must have been tiring for you. Oh? Jealous, are we? Are you the only one who's allowed to look at me? I instantly blush and shake my head. I know Rumi is just messing with me, but somehow that thought makes me really embarrassed. That's not it, Rumi. I mean, of course other people can look at you. I just thought that perhaps it wasn't comfortable because you were doing so well and everyone was in awe, and my desperate monologue is interrupted by her laugh. Music to my ears. I sigh and smile fondly at her. Then we decide to try air hockey next. I need to find the perfect moment. Oh, Aria, do you mind if I use the restroom first? It won't take long, I promise. Of course, I'll wait here. Rumi smiles and makes her way to the restroom. I lean against the wall next to the air hockey machine and take a look around until something catches my attention. Little did Aria know, the 5 boys are hiding inside a photo booth, all squished in an effort to stay unnoticed by her. Luca, you're squishing me here. Why didn't you take off that damn outfit? Mister, shh. They're going to notice us. Sorry. I kinda forgot. I wanted to join you guys as soon as I could. Hey, at least it worked. Ah, shoo. Shut it, boys. They're coming. Silence returns to the booth as Aria and Rumi pass right in front of the photo booth. They are holding hands and laughing, making their way to an air hockey machine. Aw, look at them. They look so happy. I love love. Our little Aria is finally getting some... Mister! Getting some what? It's better if you don't know, Luca. They grew up so fast. I hope this works out. Guys, shush! Something is happening. The 5 boys go silent once again as they watch Rumi pass by the booth. In an attempt to lean closer, Vox slightly pushes Mista and Shu, making Mista's glasses and Shu's banane peek out of the booth without them realizing. Vox, careful! Tell that to your huge butt. I can't see Why are there orange glasses and a banane sticking out from that photo booth? And why do they look so familiar? I also hear voices coming from it. ... Wait, have they been following me around this whole time? How did they all know? I'm going to kill them. Did you say something? I blink and notice that Rumi is back. I laugh it off and turn my attention back to her. My head went so far in the clouds I didn't even notice her arriving. Sorry, I was just daydreaming. I see. So, let's get started? Yeah, let's go. Hopefully this time I can at least score some points. I was so embarrassed when I threw the bowling ball to the other track. Don't worry, Aria. I don't think you were that bad, honestly. I think you did great. It was your first time playing as well, so don't feel bad about it, okay? Rumi's smile and reassurance make my heart melt, and a smile spreads across my face. Thank you. So, how about whoever loses does a batsu? Batsu? Sure, I have no idea what to choose though. I'm not the best at those. You caught me off guard there. I'm sure you'll figure out something soon enough. I already have something in mind. Oh no. I can already imagine that I'll be doing laundry for the rest of the month. I better focus. We both laugh as Rumi pops a coin in the machine and the game starts. Me versus Rumi once again. Game ends with me winning. Rumi and I decide to head to the bar and rest for a while before heading back home since the arcade will be closing soon. So, any batsu ideas yet? Not really, no. Do I really have to come up with one though? Yes, unless you had something else in mind. I inhale deeply and feel the pressure course out of me while I slowly exhale. It's like Vox said, I have to delete the part of me that cringes. Just get it out there and see what happens. Actually, Rumi, before we do anything else, I wanted to say I'm sorry. Okay? I know I was away from you for the last 2 days, but I only did it because I had a friend that needed my help. I think he's in an okay place now, so I'm ready to move on and take the next step in my own life. I thought about what kind of step I wanted to take, and I realized that... Deep breath, deep breath! I want to step in time with you. I'm tired of lying to myself and acting like you aren't important to me. I wasn't trying to avoid you, really, I wasn't. I just had so much going on, and my roommate places a hand on my shoulder. I understand, Aria. You always had a knack for putting others before yourself. You've been that way ever since we met. It's kind of one of my favorite things about you. Really? You mean that? Of course. You spent so much time with whoever it was you were helping that I couldn't help but feel a bit jealous. But knowing you, I got over it. And I'm enjoying the time I'm spending with you now. This definitely makes up for lost time, so don't beat yourself up for doing the right thing. I don't like seeing such a sad look on your face. Thanks. I've been enjoying our time together too. So, do you accept my confession? Her arms are around me in an instant, leaving me breathless. I wrap my arms around her in return, clinging my hands to her shoulders. Of course I do. I absolutely adore you, Aria. I'm not going anywhere, so you can just relax. You've done more than enough for everyone else. Isn't it time you gave yourself the same courtesy? Vox releases what little his digits could grasp of the curtain to the photo booth. He sighs in relief at the sight he just saw before him. Way to go, sweet thing. You did great. I'm really proud of you. Woo! Today really is a day to remember. We exit the arcade, our hands intertwine, and catch a sight of a beautiful rainbow outside. Pride Month! Woo! Thank you, everyone. This screen is so pretty for not being the good end. Thanks, Dad. I mean, Vox. Yeah. I like how we went from like blushing and like holding Vox's face in our hands to being like, woo, actually, this whole time I've been in love with my roommate. But honestly, like, the fact that there's so many different dialogues, it makes it so fun to read. Woo! We got the friend ending. We got Friendzone. I am gonna change the picture on this, by the way, because we are probably only gonna get through Vox. As much as I would love to, on one hand, I don't want to miss the dialogue. On the other hand, that means we're gonna have to do 4 more streams. So, you guys are stuck with me until then. Hey Mel, I thought you'd be more excited about this. I thought you'd be excited to go through Ike's. Oh, hi Parinko, welcome back. Yeah, it was good. It was kind of stressful at times because I was trying to balance like which options to be good and bad, and for a while we were like, were we on the good route? But so far, it's right. Yeah, I think for Luca, maybe I'll skip more of the dialogue that we know. Aww, that's so sweet, Ray. That makes me really happy. You know, Ray, I also have a Twitch account where I stream different games. Yeah, I'm gonna put obligatory plug. I am currently streaming on YouTube twice a week. I'm gonna set it for Tuesdays and Thursdays. And then I stream on Twitch will be Sunday and Friday. I have my Twitch stream up and I will post my schedule on YouTube. So that if I have any streams, whether it be Twitch or YouTube, I will post it in the community tab on my channel. So, you can always find me there. I also recently started a TikTok to post my shorts and Twitter. So I think I might combust over everything I need to manage. Shu is going to be the finale. Yes, I miss him. I really want to get back to his route. Wait. While everything in the arcade was going down. Huh. So Aria has a bigger interest in someone else. Wait. Hold on. How come Albin is showing up if we were on Vox's route? Little Meow Meow. Someone... I'm confused too. I wish Potato was here. I could have asked her. Oh man, and I had this master plan that could have worked against Mista if Aria had some interest in him. Okay, but when did I meet you in this route? Does Albin remember? Stop right there. If you don't leave this arcade right this minute and leave my boy's friends alone, I'll be forced to use my hand against ya. The person gasps before taking a look to see nobody facing him. He scratches his head in confusion before deciding to just shrug it off. Must have been imagining things. Oh well. Before he can take another step, a black piece of paper ominously flies and hits the person's forehead. It flies away naturally, almost as if it was floating on the wind. Do we need that game to participate in Twitch? Oh, so for Gordless, which I'm streaming tomorrow, you don't need that game. What it is I will sync the game to my Twitch. So as long as you type the command in my chat, so just like my regular chat, then you will become one of the Gordlets. So yeah, you don't have to get the game, but if you're interested, you can. There's a lot of like fun things about it. But yeah, for tomorrow, all you have to do is type in chat, or type the command in chat, which I will have it pinned. He shows up in the friend ending? Wow. No, I am too, because I've already gotten like... I've done Shu's route 3 times, and Hikaruno has roasted me, I think like 5 times if I include Mista's route. I'm also like terrified of what Hikaruno will say once we get to the friend zone. Okay, so we did read this cutscene last time. Yeah, it's Lucy, and it's also Ivy. I didn't know that they show up in the friend ending, especially because we weren't in Mista's. Oh no, it is. Look who it is. Alright. Let's get to know. It's Baba! Whoops. Sorry, Baba. How about Hikaruno dialogue for Shu's good route after you do the batter? I did that one, yeah. So if you go to my... I have the VOD up, but when I did the bad stream, the bad route, the bad end, I actually did a Shu's good run right after that to try to like get over the terrifyingness. And Hikaruno's dialogue was super intense. Yeah, especially because like the thing is, I did the bad end and I was like, oh, I want to do the good end, and then I did the good end, and then I still got reminded of the bad end, and they're like, you thought the guilt would go away, didn't you? You thought that just because you made different choices this time that we would forget the hurt you caused? Think again. Yeah, Hikaruno has like is probably cursed with the like Hikaruno's either cursed or he will never forget anything he's experienced. Yeah, the famous Shu batted one. It's not quite famous, but it definitely is the most viewed thing on my channel. I don't think it's quite famous. I don't want it to go viral. I'm so terrified. But yeah. Hey, Baba, we read this last time, and my throat is like giving, so. I know. I don't want to be the shoe heartbreaker. Why is that what I be like? Why is that what popped off on my channel? So we got this one. Good. I think we still got this one. I don't think there's anything else I can get. That's not bad. Yeah, let's not. Hey. So that's it for the achievements. I'm not gonna collect any more. Oh, thank you guys for joining me today. We did end up only doing one. I will schedule the rest as we go through like the different friendship endings to get more dialogue. At this point, we're just collecting dialogue. Achievement for getting shoes bad route 5 or 6 times. Oh my god. The minions, why? Yeah. I don't want all the achievements, Ray. I think I'm okay with the achievements I have. I do appreciate the knowledge. I actually did not know what that meant. But now that you've said that, I'm like, oh god. But yeah. No, absolutely not. I would not survive that. You know how absolutely guilt-ridden I've already been? Like, how many memes have I made? I stopped making them because I was like, I don't want to be terrified of him forever. But I've made so many memes about like the bad ending in Hikaruno. And I like spent the time to make them too. Oh, play the bad ending save multiple times? I didn't save. That's kind of the thing, like I didn't save, so if I did that, I would have to redo the whole route. If I'd saved, then I probably could have, you're right, but I actually didn't because I was just so I was so upset when I was doing that route. Yeah, no, yeah, I know. Trauma bomb, yeah it is. Sorry, Ray. I'm sure there might be someone who's done that, and they probably do have a VOD, but I don't think I'll be exploring that. That's just a little too much for my minion heart to take. Way too much, I will say. But yeah, thank you guys so much for joining me today. I will have a stream tomorrow on Twitch where I'll be playing Gordlets, and because Gordlets is a pretty straightforward game, I think I'll spend half the time doing like a Gordlet Zatsu, so if you have questions, you can ask me then and we'll just chat as I build. The other half will probably be a new game I got. It's called Witchcrafty. It is so cute. It reminds me of like, I don't know if anyone remembers, but it's like Hannah in the Ice Caves, Hannah in the Pirate Caves. It's so cute. I'm so excited. And I think you guys will really like it too. It's kind of our vibe. Yeah, I know. Twitch. I am exploring different platforms just because it is a lot easier for me to like make clips from Twitch. And also it's more geared towards streamers. But I will still be on YouTube twice a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays. I will post my schedule for what I plan to do for the next streams. And I have games I want to share with you guys here on YouTube as well. So even if you guys aren't interested in the Twitch side, I will be like making clips and perhaps maybe highlights from my Twitch streams on my YouTube anyways. So you'll still get to see the Twitch content without as many ads, because I know they can be really annoying on Twitch. But yes, thank you guys so much. We got the good, not the good ending. We got the friend ending, we got the good dialogue, we got so many interesting moments. Like, as soon as Koi Kindred proposed to Vox, I'm like, I think we're on the right track, because I don't remember this. But yeah, very, very glad. My voice is kind of giving. I forgot, like, these streams, because I'm voicing everything, it definitely is not as easy for me as if I'm like playing a game normally. But it's still so much fun. Thank you for staying, and whether you chatted or you didn't chat, I appreciate you guys all being here. And I hope that wherever you are having a good day, a good evening, or a good morning. Thank you so much for watching. I hope I see you guys tomorrow, but if not, I hope I see you guys on my next stream. And until then, I wish you guys all sweet dreams and rest well, you guys. Have a nice day. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.